USL cards from our latest series. We'll linger a bit to the USA to say hello to our faithful friend and listener, Craig Christ. He writes to us from Manassas, Virginia, the US of A. Here is a fragment of his latest letter to us. Dear RRI, this is my listener card report for March 2021. It is my 8th report in the 28th year as the Listeners Club. Time, 21 hours UTC. Date, March the 2nd, 2021. And the frequency monitored is 6170 kilohertz. Program ID, news, beginning with the headlines, of course. Report on Romanian participation in the Olympics if athletes have not received the vaccine. Report on Romania at 2021 Berlin Festival. Inside Romania reported on traditional fairs. These included Romanian Tourism Fair and Radio Romania Book Fair. Cultural events with a report on the International Festival in Bucharest. Radio conditions 35543.
You are listening to Radio Romania International.
Our Japanese listener Saitiko Mori writes, quote, Dear Radio Romania International English section, I will submit the reception report on February the 18th, 2021 via email. I am sorry to submit so delayed due to my PC trouble. I would appreciate your favor. See you next time. Best regards and stay safe. Domo arigato, Mr. Mori, for the accurate report of reception. It's sad to see that computers can cause trouble even in Japan. We'll stay a bit more in this beautiful country with hard-working people to say konnichiwa to Mr. Mikio Kohara. And quote from his latest message to us, Mr. Kohara lives in Osaka. I listened to the RRI English broadcast for Australia and the Pacific area. The first half and middle was fair. However, it is noisy, it has fading, and in other parts I only understood fragmentary words. So there was a wave of good times and bad times. While the English broadcast for Japan at 23 hours UTC on 7325 kilohertz is not in very good conditions these days. Regarding the coronavirus, the number of infected people is decreasing, but it is still high. So the state of emergency has not been lifted yet in Osaka. By the way, even in February, the temperatures in Osaka are higher for winter, and it will not be below freezing. Usually there are 2 or 3 days of snow during this time, but there are no signs of that. This winter there is heavy snow in northern Japan and the regions of the Sea of Japan side, so it may not come to the south. I'd like to listen to RRI English program from now on. Thank you for the service. Mr. Tetsuya Yagura writes from Akashi City, Hyogo, also Japan, the following. Reception was noisy and fading, but I managed to enjoy the entire program. I will continue to listen to your station to enjoy the program and track the reception status. I am busy and I am sorry to report so late at times. Always thank you for issuing us beautiful CSO cards. I pray for your long-term prosperity as your department develops. Well, it seems to me that we have a good community of listeners in Japan, and I am glad that we receive on a regular basis lots and lots of reception reports and messages from that country. Let's now move on and say hello to the members of a DX club based in India called Siddhartha DXs, who sent in an accurate reception report and who are asking us whether Romania sent astronauts to space. The question is a very good one now when US rover Perseverance has opened a new chapter in the exploration of the red planet. Romania indeed sent a man to the outer space on board of a Soviet spacecraft back in the 80s, but we used to call him a cosmonaut back then, not an astronaut. His name was Dumitru Tunariu, and he was the first Romanian in space on board of Soviet spacecraft Soyuz 40, and he spent almost 8 days in space back in 1981. He was selected for spaceflight training in 1978 as part of the Intercosmos program. Having obtained the highest marks during 3 years of preparation, he was then selected for a joint space flight with Russian cosmonaut Leonid Popov. In May 1981, the two completed an 8-day space mission on board Soyuz 40, Salyut 6 space laboratory, where they completed scientific experiments in the fields of astrophysics, space radiation, space technology, space medicine, and biology. And that's all from our listeners' letterbox program. From me, Daniel Bill says goodbye and good listening.
Coming up next on Radio Romania International, Simply Folk. Welcome everyone, I'm Vlad Palcu. Today we will play for you a song performed by Daniela Condurache, a representative of the folk region of Moldavia, northeastern Romania. For over 35 years, Daniela Condurache has been delighting audiences everywhere in Romania with a beautiful and witty Moldavian song. Let's have a listen.
Broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe and Africa has come to an end. You can listen to our next program for Western Europe at 18 hours UTC on 6030 kilohertz in analog systems and on 7350 kilohertz in DRM systems. Listeners in Africa can receive our programs tomorrow at 12 hours UTC on 17800 kilohertz and 21470 kilohertz. We can also be heard on the internet at www.rri.ro channel 1. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write an email at engl@rri.ro. Goodbye.